Hello all, this is Shark speaking, and welcome to part 3 of my GIMP tutorial series on drawing anime in GIMP. Today we will be working on the base colors. Here we have the line art of the character we're drawing. And so let's begin doing the base colors. How I usually start is I hit this button right here, and I will take the eraser tool and make it really big, a little bigger, and erase. And what's that's going to do is it's going to select everything that's been erased. So I just go over it with the big eraser first, and then I will go in with a smaller eraser. Okay, I think that's the best I can get with the big one, so let's get it smaller. And the way I do base colors is, I think, the most tedious part of my process. I think it's the part that could use the most improvement. Yeah, especially this masking part is the most tedious. So it is a step in my process that I am still looking for alternatives to. So I'm probably going to fast forward through this. And if you erase outside the lines, you can take the paintbrush and you can fill it in. And then we just hit this button down here, and it selects the entire figure. So like I said in the beginning, it was very tedious. It's a lot of work, but it's the only method I know of that's going to get the smoothest application of color on your figure. So like I said, this whole video, my whole base color method is, not sound, and I am open to other methods at this point. So this, out of the whole 4-part series, this video is going to be the one where it's like, don't take my advice in this. So now that we have the entire figure selected, we can color, and it won't bleed through to the background. So if I just take, whatever color, you can do this, and it stays within the figure and not in the background. So I usually start, from the bottom and layer up. So I usually do start with the flesh tone. So you pick out the specific flesh tone that you want. That's a little too pink. That's a little too light. That's good. So I'm just going to paint where her skin is going to be showing. And then I usually do go up to the hair. There. Like I said, not a foolproof method. You know what? I might put the skin above the hair because she just has so much hair. A quick note, when I do work with black, like I'm going to have in her eyelashes, I always turn it way down, the opacity way down on that layer. That way I can see my line art through the black, and I usually clean up the black right away because it's too messy. I can't see through it. So if you haven't noticed, we are on the cleanup section of the base colors. And fuck sums it up pretty well. It's very, very tedious and very... I just go in layer by layer and erase the overlap. So, like I've been saying, this is very much open to improvement. So now we have all the base colors done. So let's merge them all together. Now we're going to be doing some extra things like her sunglasses and maybe a little bit of makeup too. So I'm on a different layer, going in with white. Now the reason I'm doing this on a separate layer is because her sunglasses are transparent. And I'll show you in a moment. Okay. And let's give her some pupils. Now this time I actually do go above the line art layer because I merged the pupil down, into the line art. And you want to check for symmetry here too. Now, I don't usually do pupils this way, but this is specific to this character. Usually I just leave them like this, but, you know, this character's pupils look like this. Okay. So then we merge the pupil layer down to the line art layer. I don't know why I do pupils, you know, while I'm coloring. I don't know. So let's put some makeup on her. Let's do blush. When I'm doing a character that's blushing, my blushing usually has 3 layers. I'm very particular about my blush, but this is just, you know, a cheek tint color, so this is how I do cheek tint. I take the color, okay, I have this water drop. I select the color I want, which is her skin tone. Okay, and I go into there and I just add a little bit of pink. And I go to the paintbrush and I go to the fuzzier one. Now I'm going, since we merged all these colors together, you can take the color select tool, select the skin tone, because I only want the blush to be on the skin. And we take the paint tool, which is still on the fuzzy, and I do turn it up quite a bit when I'm doing the blush. And just apply some blush. Yeah. And this is the smudge tool. Just to blur it a little bit so it doesn't look so harsh. And you know, it just gives her a little bit of a warmth. Like I said, if she was blushing, it would have like 3 different layers, but this is just, you know, a little hint of skin color. Now I'm going to give her a little lipstick and then we're probably going to be done. I want her to have purple lipstick. That's probably good. Again, in separate layer. I'm still going to be using the fuzzy one because I like my lips to look a little soft. Smudge tool. Some people can manage a harsh lip and have it look okay in their drawing. I can't. I prefer it to look like this. Okay. Select. Wait. It's not really even here. Hold on. There. Okay. Select none. That is going to complete our base colors. So, oops. So we have our line art layer on the top. We have these transparent layers up here. We have, what's this? Oh, that's her blush layer, and this is her lipstick layer. And this is the base color layer. So that is going to, and I'm going to continue keeping these ones separate, and you will see why in the next video, which will be the shading and background video. I'd like to thank you all for coming, and I will see you next time.